Mammy Renamin clear, no not fair no shots any uncle. Or the good morning, Nabu. The show is live and clear here at or say. Or they kindly ask my show for me again. Or they Ronaldo can still win the World Cup. That's a question for you. Will be the audio about Facebook. Or the means I'm besides still Ronaldo beating at the World Cup now.
Is actually possible. What do you mean? Say impossible. Just like we are talking, say other nations, Brazil, and other countries can easily win the World Cup. No?
Yeah.
It might be possible for Cristiano Ronaldo to win the World Cup. Looking at the group or them, and looking at Baby or Namna or the corner, because we are seeing Cristiano Ronaldo who giving the last dance to the Portuguese national team come in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and I believe say Ankoye say or qualify from the group stage. Nasa or top in the group. Now Argentina also top in the group. No, we now go through the last 32 games. Go through the last 16 games, the quarterfinals. Now say that clash, unlimited the chances of Cristiano Ronaldo winning the World Cup. I think say the route now Ronaldo now, anywhere he is actually heading towards, everything demands and everything shows clearly say Ronaldo when the Portuguese national team decide to play for him. If the player decide to to do a backup job for him, that's some your money so Omobo has sacrificed a lot of things that Cristiano Ronaldo. Definitely Ronaldo can easily win the World Cup because the World Cup Argentina winning in 2022 no. We saw the national team players go into a collective effort wanting to support and then play their heart out for the side of Lionel Messi at the 2022 World Cup. And everything became possible for Argentina. So I believe with the little experiences that most of the individual brilliant players within the Portuguese national team, if Ronaldo is able to show up, that's in big matches in the World Cup or show up and share a lot of goals, Portugal national team now, they can easily win the World Cup, DIABY. They can easily win the World Cup. So everything be possible, the Portugal national team, they can easily win the World Cup. But another group, draws nearby, now me share some of the groups are now especially exciting me very well. And it reminded me back in 2010 FIFA World Cup when we had Mexico and South Africa within the same, a group stage or Mojave. And so the first game that South Africa played, it was 1-1 against, 1-1 draw in Boy. And we saw that kind of wonderful goal at Chabalala, share against the side of Mexico when they scored the first goal, no better Kano, at the South African national team. And they are going back in this particular, group stage. Now, the Mexico head coach is saying, South Africa, the last time Umushi Omono was part in the 2010 FIFA World Cup, and some match, Omu opposite draw against South Africa. And South Africa national team, good quality players, which check the number of players from Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaiser Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and local footballers integrate together, and they are playing very well. Especially the last AFCON and we saw what South African national team did at the AFCON. And they are having that same superior former in this particular World Cup qualifying stage, even at the expense. Yet drop some quite number of points. They came ahead to easily win some games and then qualify to the FIFA World Cup in 2026. And meeting against Mexico is going to be another big clash because of the last opening game of Boy when they hosted the World Cup in 2010. We saw Mexico denying South Africa from clinching that kind of 3 points and I was in Comunia in 2010. And this will be a big battle for Mexico. Mexico undoubtedly meeting against South Korea. They've met close to about 4 times. And anytime via Mexico, South Korea, they are able to punish South Korea national team, and it has become a very dominant force over this particular stage. So I believe with this particular group stage, Mexico can easily qualify to the group stage or meet me at home. Then you talk about Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and then Scotland. This will be a crucial, group match because of when you talk about the powerhouse of football, when it comes to national team, you can't underestimate the power of Brazil national team because with this particular tournament, they've won 5 World Cups, followed by Germany, almost winning 4. Then you talk about Italy and other, national teams, almost the ADD Honor. The last time I hear who said Brazil national team, winning the World Cup was far back in 2002. But then, a particular history bikakra. Because as far back in 1994, when they were winning this particular, World Cup, No, Omago close to about 1970, no Muntimi NJ. The FIFA World Cup. So the year difference between the 1970 and the 1994 was 24 years. Yeah. Check it from that particular period of time. Almost also about 2002 World Cup, it was quite good. But from 2002 up to 2026, is also another 24 years. And Kamia Kwako say every 24 years, in the generation of Brazil national team, they are able to bounce back and then win the FIFA World Cup. And what people are actually saying, they say, Carlo Ancelotti, with this kind of intellectual property or in his current team, can they win the World Cup currently as we speak? Neymar, a decision to come back to the national team because of the fitness rule and how he can easily play that kind of magical moment for Brazil national team, is still being questioned. They have Bruno Guimaraes, they have Amelia Estevao, Omo Obitise, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo de Guet, Casemiro, a lot of players now. Brazil national team at hand currently as we speak. But can they come back and do that particular magical moment when they did it from 1970 to 1994, from 2002? Since this particular period of time, can they easily do it for themselves? And one of these particular things that Brazil national team can easily do it and make sure say So I believe at this particular crucial moment in time, Brazil in this particular group stage, can easily qualify. But so we'll check Morocco. Morocco in the 2022 Qatar World Cup, they did exceptionally very well because of how they were able to qualify from the group stage, going into the 1/16 stage, into the quarterfinals, and even into the semi-final stage at that moment, or making sure that they will become the first African national team to reach the semi-final stage of this particular World Cup. The last time a particular African national team and all been that kind of glory was Ghana in 2010 World Cup. But unfortunately, we saw Asamoah Gyan all missing out the penalty against Uruguay. Sending a lot of broken heart to Africans and a lot of people. Let me believe you say at that time it was a magical moment for Ghana national team to qualify from the quarterfinal stage to the semi-final stage of the competition. Morocco once again, grouping between Brazil, Haiti, and Scotland. And this is what we are talking about. Morocco, good quality players. Because of what they've been able to do with the World Cup and how quality they are in terms of individual brilliant players of one, I believe they can easily match up with Brazil. Group stage, one difficult game at Brazil for Benyano is when they will play against Morocco national team. And that game, must be a watch game out there. Haiti, Scotland. It will be a simple game. Haiti, that we do, say, blessed. The likes of Morocco, Brazil, and Scotland with, 3 points or 1 point for them. But I don't believe they will become a dangerous threat to this national team. But for Scotland, it has become very good for them because the last time they qualified at DIABY, this particular FIFA World Cup, it was quite good since 1998. Not to qualify and farmer. So we're checking a number of years from about the World Cup. 1974 they qualified, 1982 they qualified, 1990 they qualified, and 1998 they did qualify. And the last time that they played in an opening match, was 1998. Since then, Scotland, it has become a real problem for them to qualify. But this particular season, they've qualified thanks to Scott McTominay, that individual brilliant performer that he matched up for the Scotland national team. It may put them on test with him qualify now. They are on this particular group stage with the Brazil national team. And I believe says top two, national team. So catch them on paper, with him qualify abruptly from the group stage into the next stage of the competition. I will pick Brazil and then I'll also pick Morocco national team. Almost be team I qualify their co-medem. Then you talk about the Germany group. I can miss a month for then the home commerce. But I will share Germany group now. Now the South American, continent, we are having that national team on us. Your Ivory Coast to your Obiti say Ecuador as also Honum. Now, so we'll check the momentum of this national team. It will be a deadly thing for the side of Ivory Coast. We shouldn't forget that Ivory Coast, the last AFCON, they were champions. And we are talking about 10 matches on Marco unbeaten currently as we speak. It tells you, say, on more form. They have some individual brilliant players that are almost also ever form. And so we'll check all of these things together against Ecuador. Ecuador too, within normal qualifying matches, when they were playing, it was South America, they were able to match up with big players and with big national team. Almost match when you are talking about German national team, this is one of the powerhouse football. The last time we won this particular competition was 2014 when they won it at the backyard of Brazil national team, beating the home side by a huge number of points. Team qualify and they call into the finals, meeting against Argentina. The FIFA World Cup. It tells you, say, with this particular group stage, they stand out tall. It will be a battle between Ivory Coast and Ecuador. Ecuador at the World Cup, it was so at the chain Ivory Coast, because even Ivory Coast, when they had their golden generation from 2006 even to 2010, they failed to qualify from the group stage into the knockout stage of this particular competition. And I believe that this particular moment, will be a test moment when they are able to secure a draw and even a win ahead of Ecuador. Ivory Coast can easily win. But so catch and say, me I qualified the free this particular group stage. I'll pick Germany, maybe Ivory Coast slightly, and then Ecuador slightly, or me I qualify the free this particular group stage. Then you talk about Argentina. DIABY. Argentina national team ne da hono. And I said group ne da hono no. We've seen Linus Scaloni when Luther expressing in his foreign presentation. He said something. He said the Argentina coach I said team also the group stage Algeria, and it's quite obvious. Algeria this season, when it comes to more qualifying matches, from the group stage or more qualify abruptly to the World Cup, they were undefeated and they made sure that they will actually qualify on a serious note and beat my national team. Argentina will go against Austria and they will play against Jordan. We are talking about a certain professor, DIABY, as I will check the Bundesliga, how he was able to transform the Bundesliga with his identity. Even to the German national team, currently as we speak, the German national team uses the identity of Ralf Rangnick in their national team, and even to their youth levels teams are Obuyisu Omo. So-called Austria, how this man has been able to develop the Austrian football, using the Gengen pressing, using the long passing ranges, and making sure say Obetimi are utilizing most of these ranks from the under 17 to the under 18, under 20, under 23 into the main national team. It tells you how well this particular man, professor, had done very well for the Austrian national team. DIABY. The last time he Austria or move back to Euros, or move into the quarterfinal stage, it took Turkey to evict them out from this particular competition. And all lo behold, nature will say, Papa Reference Ralf Rangnick has been able to do that wonderful job for Austria. In this particular group stage, say Argentina and Austria can easily beat them. Austria can easily beat them. Algeria also at another hand, they will find individual quality players that they've played for themselves for quite long. Collectively, they are having that kind of players that they can easily match up with Argentina national team. In this particular group, I know that Argentina will qualify. Algeria and then Austria will be a battle between them. But I know that Austria will also qualify also from this particular competition and also from this particular stage. Then you talk about Netherlands. Netherlands, Japan, and they talk about Tunisia. This will be one of the biggest tests at the Netherlands. DIABY, it has been a long while. This is the maximum time. The Netherlands nationals and citizens need believe you say at this particular moment in time, how they were not able to struggle in qualifying to the World Cups. This is the time, the last dance for most of the players within the national team. They should do something for the nationals, making sure say they will go into the World Cup finals and win something for the Netherlands national team. For Japan, it has been an consistent performance for them when it comes to the FIFA World Cup. In the 2002 World Cup or one can host 2 years now, we did not see how what Japan did in terms of that particular thing. In 2006, the same old story for Japan. In 2010, we saw the old story for Japan. 2014, that was the old story. I think it was 2018 that they came behind, making sure say they will punish most of these crucial national teams within the World Cup in Russia in 2018. But they don't ultimately do more to anywhere. But this will be the time. So we'll check in Netherlands, Japan, and the other team on also be qualified there. But they don't talk about Tunisia. It will be a great and also a difficult fight for the side of Tunisia, because Tunisia meeting against Japan. Japan for me, so I believe say this particular group, Netherlands will easily qualify, but Tunisia will become very difficult for them. But if they are able to match up with Netherlands and Japan, they can slightly qualify ahead of this particular competition. But group I'm going to say be a muda hopa is Canada, Canada, Qatar, and then talk about Switzerland. Switzerland, almost most of the times, quite easy for them to qualify. Qatar, the last time one Qatar hosted, they failed to qualify from the group stage of that particular competition. Canada also, Immonibon has been consistent performance for them. Omunya consistent enough. But this time around, we're going to see Alphonso Davies matching up with this particular national team, almost Eddie Rim, as one of the host nations of ABOU. I believe it's Canada with this particular, national teams more in the group stages now. Canada can easily qualify from this particular country. Then maybe Switzerland and then Qatar slightly can easily qualify from this particular country.
Mate, me bana mama